has everything to do with lie. It's made, the only reason a lie can exist for infinity is because of belief. If you remove belief from truth and lie, then that lie wouldn't stand a chance. Because when you get on belief is about faith and hope. Now, I don't need evidence is not required in belief. So I can believe anything, without
Hell
evidence.
yeah.
And that is highly deceptive. It has great potential to be deceiving. So we have to understand, like, yo, be careful what you believe in. You might be, being deceived. And, that's why I call Christians liars, because they will defend the belief system without it being proven. They a fucking liar. And they
I
own.
got a quick question.
Yeah, go ahead. Free throw party. What up?
Uh, is belief kind of like manifestation in a way? Are those two things semi-similar?
Absolutely not.
Okay, break
Because
that down for me.
in belief, so in nature, you only have polar opposites. You got truth and lie in nature. Now, man has inserted belief in between the equation of truth and lie. What makes a truth a truth? The proof. The proof is the evidence, and the evidence is the facts. This what makes truth truth from the evidence that can be proven. You feel me? So truth is proof. It has evidence. Lie, what makes a lie a lie is lack of evidence. So if I make a statement with no evidence to prove it, then it can greatly has the potential to be a lie. And 9 times out of 10 it is. But however, if I insert belief into the equation of truth and lie, then belief, I don't need evidence for that. So I can believe in a lie, and that
Right,
lie,
I was just gonna say that. You could
that,
believe your lie.
yeah, and that lie can be deceiving. But if I believe in it, then that lie becomes my truth. And this is
Right.
what's the fucked up part about it. See, if it was a created God, that God would only deal with truth and lie. That God would not deal with belief. So the devil dwells in all belief systems. When you have belief, if anyone has a belief system, the devil is dwelling there. God is not dwelling inside of any belief systems. You feel, we have to know that no matter what we
Right. You have
believe.
knowledge of God. You
Exactly.
don't
And
believe in
knowledge
God.
is to know. Knowledge is to know. So that's why I say y'all worshiping the devil, because y'all believe in God. And that's where the devil lies in belief systems. Why? Why does the devil dwell in belief systems? Because that's the only belief systems is the only place where evidence is not required. So the devil can
You're right.
reign. The devil can reign in belief systems. You feel me?
Also,
Just, yeah, it's deep.
about the devil,
Happy,
you're
what
right
up,
though.
though?
But like the devil also is like a master of
Tyrone.
inversion too.
Tyrone. Tyrone say Christ is king. Yo, peace, God.
Hey,
What up? What up? What up?
what up, man?
What up, though?
You saw the first Beta Slayer reel?
Nah, I ain't even see. I gotta check it out, bro. Matter of fact, where my other phone
Yeah, I used the homie. I used the elder
at?
instead.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I ain't want to put you. But I heard you say something about belief. Belief is the only thing that don't require evidence. That's not true. We believe because of the evidence that we have. You don't believe because you don't have evidence. You believe because you have evidence. It's just not sufficient. I told you what belief does. Belief is a metaphysical tool to warp reality. You see what I'm saying? It's actually a reality warper, if you want to put it in those terms. There's not too many things that warp reality. It's one of those.
The devil
Right.
warps
So
reality, right?
so so I definitely disagree with that, Heavy. I don't think we believe in things because we have truth. So
No,
if
I
we
think
know something to be if we know something to be true, then belief is not required. You only have to believe in things that doesn't have evidence. So if I don't have evidence of a
stop
claim,
calling me.
if I don't have evidence of something, then I need to believe it. If I have evidence, then belief is not required. That's why I strongly
No, no.
disagree.
Okay, so this is how and this is because you don't understand the levels of knowledge. Because you can have what you're calling a truth is basically a knowledge, meaning you have data, you have information. That is called implicit knowledge. Knowledge works on many different levels. You have implicit knowledge, tacit knowledge, and the list goes on and on. Declarative knowledge, and just because you have the data, just because you have that what you are calling empirical evidence, that's only one form of knowledge. And if you think that you have the truth just based off of that knowledge, I think people are mistaking truth and knowledge. And
So empirical evidence, that
I'm
would be
trying to
like
tell you.
a cold hard fact, right?
I'm trying
empirical
to tell you.
evidence,
So
right, right. But
so
then,
you
but
wouldn't.
right,
That
exactly,
So
that's
exactly,
like a raw
I
fact.
don't. I
exactly.
don't need to. I don't need to. I don't need to believe my name is Chief. Why not? This is something I know.
What
That
is
was
it? What is a
I
raw
don't. I don't
fact?
need to. I don't
that.
need to believe that I have a pit bull. That I have a pit bull named Zaza. Why would I believe that when I know it? So you don't need to. You don't need to believe in anything you have evidence, proof, or facts of. So belief, belief. But look though, you gotta understand. You gotta understand where I'm coming from. Belief is you only believe things you can't prove. If you can prove it, then you don't need belief. Why even believe it? That don't even make sense though, Heavy. If I can prove this, why would I still need to believe it if it's been proven?
Well, yeah. If you can
You
give
only
someone evidence with your word, that's way better.
you only need to believe you only believe in things that you don't have evidence for. If you have evidence for something, then belief ain't required. Why would I believe that I have a dog, a pit bull named Zaza when I have the evidence? He's the evidence. I don't need to believe that. If I was to tell anybody I got a pit bull named Zaza, they don't need to believe that. Why? Because I can show them.
You're lagging, bro. You might have to join back.
I can show them. Kulu. Oh, hey, Kulu, stop telling them niggas that I want to kill them, Joe. Ain't nobody trying to kill them dirty ass niggas in that tenant in fucking Atlanta, Joe. Stop saying that. You making me look bad, G. Ain't nobody trying to kill them. Them niggas making threats. I told them niggas like, yo, you think you gonna do anything to me, you gonna die. You feel me? Y'all niggas gonna die. So I ain't saying I'm looking for them, trying to spray them up or none of that. Stop saying that shit. Goofy
That's
ass
wild.
bloggers, man. You need to
They're
be
tripping.
you need to be blogging on him and Free Soul the God girl, Tahuti and his girl. And dude girl, he locked up. Tahuti boning her now. He doing all that talking about, man, we need to get my brother out. Nigga, his ass wearing fucking Alexander McQueen's in fucking nature. Sell them motherfucking $800 shoes, nigga. You trying you online begging for bond money, nigga. Sell some shit, nigga. If you really want them out that bad, do your fucking job, Kulu. I shouldn't be doing your job for you, nigga. Do your fucking job, nigga.
Some trolls.
Hell yeah. No, I didn't. I ain't never say that, life. You cool. I fuck with you, Joe. I don't want to kill anybody, man. I'm not a killer. I'm not a killer. I'm a healer. Man,
Hey,
Joe.
so I just wanted to say real quick, you were talking about loyalty earlier, and right now my girl's in the ICU and she's on a ventilator, and she's been on it since Sunday. So everybody just send like thoughts and prayers and positive vibes, healing vibes, because she's loyal as fuck. And that loyalty, it was like the number one thing that stood out to me. It's like the most important quality you can have.
Just because I rap about killings and shit like that don't mean I want to do it. It's a form of art. Lyricism is a form of art. Nobody's talking shit about the woman that's writing poetry about having infidelities or adultery, with her husband's friend. A motherfucker go to a poetry slam and hear somebody talking about very explicit sexual activities, but they making it so perfect because you can see an actual picture through their words. Nobody is saying it like, yo, why is she doing that? She's a whore. Because it's art. When it's art. Hey, Zaza, shut the fuck up. Yes, yeah, Joe. We sending healing, speedy recovery vibes to her, Joe. Real talk.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. But like I was saying, though, belief. See, you guys have to be very careful for what you believe in. You feel me? And you're gonna have people that put belief inside of your subconscious mind. But as long as you heard Chief Watnot tell you, what you believe is deceiving you. Now, if you still decide to go along with belief because you hear somebody else articulate belief way better, then everything else is your fault. Now, if you was to be deceived by belief before you came here, it wouldn't be your fault. But the universe
Well,
allowed
yeah,
you to
you
come here
can
and catch
be
this message.
deceived and like led to believe something and manipulated to believe something. But I mean, knowledge, if you're like if you're in the right mind, you can see, like that guy said, empirical evidence or whatever. You can look at that and be like, okay, that is 2 + 2 is 4. Like, unless you're out of your mind, that's going to make sense to you. But like, if you can deceive someone and manipulate someone like into believing that 2 + 2 is 5, but like deep down it's like they don't know that they're like, if you really like broke it down, like they don't know it's 2 + 5 because it's fucking not. It's 2 + 2. It's fucking 4.
Exactly. Yeah, so that's why I say, like, the universe sent you here so you can receive this message. Now, if you still decide to go against the message, then all consequences is on you. You will have to suffer the penalties. You feel me, for infringing on someone else's zone. What
Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
gonna have, if you live that life, you're gonna have to, there's consequences to everything. And if you're living that life and like manipulating other people and fucking with their path, or however you want to put it, there's going to be consequences to it.
yeah, definitely. Hell yeah, shit. But I'm finna end this live though, bro. We're gonna tap in later on, though. Peace and healing, oh God.
All right. Thank you.
All right, for
Appreciate it.
sure. For sure, yup, for
Talk to
sure,
you later.
God.
Cells have to be destroyed. And this was happening with everybody on the planet. Just like we were explaining. Everybody on the planet was gone. It was only a few human beings that was left. Like little groups and shit. They had this government, like they was all underground, and they had clones that was going to supposedly repopulate the planet. But then they realized that they are alone. You see what I'm saying?
You say they realize they alone.
Yeah, they realized they alone. They thought Everybody was underground. He tried to go find another facility where they kept the clones to get some tools, and that whole thing was collapsed. And he said, "What the fuck?" He was like, "This shit is not safe."
Because it is like 112. But you're not losing no money because you're going to see some results with your healing process on your healing journey. So that is the plus side about it. That is the good part about it. Yeah, I'm on Hulu trying to find something to watch.
I don't think he's
And
gonna
he's a
make
man.
money. I don't think he's gonna make money because it's too offensive.
Well, he's
I
going to
don't
make
think
money.
I don't
I
think
don't think so either.
I don't think
I
he's gonna
really
make
don't.
money. I don't think nobody's gonna support that white lives
You
matter.
know why? You know
No,
why I don't think he's going to make money? Because black people are, for the most part, unless they're just doing it for fun, are not going to buy a White Lives Matter T-shirt. And guess what?
exactly.
White people aren't either. Here's the thing about Kanye. It's the same thing. The people that he's playing to and pandering to, who support him doing all this trolling him, are not going to put a dime out. They're not going to spend money on his album because the people that follow Trump and those kind of people, they don't like his music. They like him being the black face of a person that
That's so true,
is
Barack. That's a fact what you just said. That's so true. I agree.
listen, they're not going to buy his music. They like what he's doing. They like the controversy he's doing. They like him being a pawn and a puppet, but they're not going to put a dime on a pair of Yeezys. They're not going to put a dime on there because ultimately it's still he's a black man. They don't mind him being a pawn and a puppet. They don't mind him being a laughing stock behind people's back. Did you see what he's doing? Ha ha.
And that has a long history too.
Yeah.
Right. But they're not going to do it. And then the last thing I want to say is this. Kanye to me is somebody I love. I've always loved him. I almost got a chance to meet him a couple of years ago. He invited me to go backstage. I went to a concert he had, and I wanted to meet him. And I got an opportunity to talk to security to ask if I could meet him, but I ended up not. And because I ended up coming home, it was so long after the concert, and I had a sick father at home. And I wanted to pray for him because I felt like I went to the concert with that specific intent. And I talked to a security guard. He talked to Kanye, and Kanye said, "I'm getting ready to go on, but have her come meet me after the concert." Because after his mother died, like most people, we felt like we saw a change in how he was. And so I ended up, I'm not going to tell the whole story, but I ended up not meeting him and getting an opportunity to do that. And I hope one day maybe I will meet him, and maybe that will happen. But I want to say this, you are 430 some odd percent more likely to be diagnosed with a psychiatric disorder, and you are 28% more likely to be diagnosed with bipolar disorder, which he has been diagnosed with, if you have a traumatic brain injury. And I think that Kanye, when he got in that accident,
Man, oh, you talking about him?
I think that these conversations are actually progressive. You understand me? Because these are two worlds that need to work together in the first place in order for this shit to matter.
And that's it.
You,
Us
bro.
combined, when we connect together, brother, on both fronts, we unstoppable, man.